Hey, good evening. Sorry, I am a couple of minutes late today because it took a bit of time to get everything set up and good to go. I hope everyone's doing well. Say hi when you come on, say hi, say hello. Let me check that I have sound before I jump in. Let's see. I hope everyone's having a good week. It's been super wet here today. It has rained from the moment I woke up until right now. It is still raining. But you have those days, don't you? I did a live in my private group. Let me see. Do we have sound? Let me check. Yeah, we have sound. Excellent. And I was saying how it's only fair the plants and the trees and things like that, they need a drink. So let them have it as long as it doesn't stay on for too long. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. If it's your first time here, gosh, let's see if I can speak today. Hi, hello, welcome. My name's Chigon. I am a money management coach, and I take women through the process of learning how to manage their money, creating a budget, getting real confident in how their money works for them, and showing how to do that in a way that really gets your priorities met and being clear on what those priorities are. So today it's a bit of a story time. A bit personal. I do get personal here sometimes because um, we can all learn from each other. The reason I'm able to do this is not because I have everything figured out, but I have some years behind my back, some years of practicing, putting into practice the process of money management and making it work and seeing it work in really tricky times and times when things are a bit better. And so that's why I can help. And the reason I'm going to share this is because I think there is a teachable moment here. There's something we can learn from this, and I hope what you take from it is a sense of how you can be empowered. A lot of the times we stay in situations where we feel held back because of money. And when we think about the process of having a budget, planning it, a lot of the times we're focused on the how to, which for some people it's not that exciting to be thinking of the how do I do this, the actual process of having a budget, sticking to it. And I think if we can maybe sometimes think of the benefits, what we're getting from it, the end results, that might just be something that pushes us through. I'm going to try and focus more on that for you ladies here, and if that helps, because I want you to have that success in terms of money management and budgeting. So some of you may know I moved to this current house like a year ago. It was exactly a year last week, which has gone really quick in this crazy year that is 2020. And maybe a few months ago, around May, my neighbor has decided one of two things. I don't know which one it is yet. It's either they've decided that actually they would like to live in a detached property somewhere with no one else in complete silence 24/7, or they don't like having a black person next to them. I don't know which one it is yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. But essentially, it's not been great. The interactions in the last few months. And so it's come to a point where, there's one of two things. I can stay here and fight and try to make them understand, try and make my point. But do you know what? I don't think I've got time for that, because the post I made on Monday, a reminder, say your happiness matters, right? I am someone who years ago, I have had a period of having anxiety, and I cannot have stuff like that happening around me. And the reason I'm sharing that, I think there's something to be learned from this. A lot of the times, us women, we can find ourselves in situations that we would like to get out of if only we could afford it, or in cases where we think money is the issue here. When I had my issues with the home office sorted at the end of 2015, early 2016, one of the commitments I made to myself was not to be in a position like that again, where I was going to be vulnerable to things, where I was going to be stuck or forced to live in situations that I didn't want to, purely from a financial point of view. And so right from then, so this was 4 years ago, every bit of money that has come to me, the goal of creating that buffer, that safety net, that being able to get up and go and get out of situations and know that I'm going to be fine, that's going to serve me right now. And so essentially, I could be out of here literally next month. If you live here, you know that the process of moving house, it's not cheap, you know. There's the deposit that has to be paid. Sometimes you might end up having to pay for 2 places at the same time. There's the cost of moving in general, which if you don't drive or don't have a car like myself, and you are by yourself, plus a small person, it can be quite expensive. But we can have buffers for this, and that is what having a budget, what having a financial plan. Part of the planning is preparing for crap that can come up. You know, things do come up, and being able to have the option and have the choices to do what's right for you, what's right for your happiness, what's right for your well-being. And that is part of the empowerment that can come from that. And so now, this is not to say this is what everybody needs to do, because in the last few months, as I've only shared this with, you know, close friends in real life that I've seen sort of in the period of the lockdown, so people in my bubble, and they've shared stories of people that have chosen to stay and fight, you know, that people have got to do different things, but, you know, being able to make that choice where the finances are not a factor, it's empowering, it's liberating, and that's why I wanted to share this. Second thing, the lockdown. Kids have been in school as they were going back. Start of this month, I made an assessment. Right, what does my son need the most? And I go, right, he's really strong here. I would like him to learn a bit more here. Got him private tutoring to get that done. Again, that is the priority and the planning and where the focus is. So just 2 examples of cases where you can make the choices that are genuinely right for you without finances being a hindrance, without that stopping you from going for what you want for. And this is not because I make an insane amount of money. Actually, I would say it's quite average, actually. But the planning and the being able to recognize what the priority is so that you're ready for when stuff like this comes up. I have no interest in figuring out which one of these 2 camps this neighbor falls into, whether it just needs to live by himself in the middle of the woods, or it just doesn't like that I've got more melanin. I have no idea, and really couldn't care less to stay and fight that. And so I have the option to up and move and get that done. So really vulnerable share. I just wanted to share that. If you've experienced anything like this, and you know, and you want to share, whether that's privately or on here in the comments, by all means do that. But I am still gonna stay in Leeds. I do love Leeds, but yes, looking, viewing properties, and yeah, just open to making that move just for that peace of mind and what's right for us, without the money being an issue or a concern. And once it's spent, we build again. That's what we do. That's what the emergency funds are for. When the emergency comes up, is spent, and then you start building straight away. And prioritizing, making it a priority, because there are things that are just priceless. Your peace of mind, your happiness. If you have children, their happiness. You can't put a price on that. That is the sort of thing you can focus on when there is a financial plan in place that's being followed with that in mind. Okay, I feel really vulnerable. I feel really exposed. Usually I share things after they've passed, but I feel like I'm in the middle of this one and I'm sharing it because I think there is a teachable moment. There is something to learn, and like I said at the start, the how is not as exciting. A lot of the times, if we know what we're going to get from something, if we know how something is going to benefit us, we're more likely to actually do it. So here it is, case study. Here's how having a financial plan can benefit you in a real way. You have more choices. You're empowered to do things considering factors that matter, not necessarily the money. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I want to hear your thoughts. I see there's quite a few of you watching. Hi, I hope everyone's staying well and keeping well. If you catch this on YouTube or LinkedIn, I know some people do, say hi, say hello as well. If you have any thoughts, I want to hear them. If you're not in my private group, by the way, this Sunday is the last Sunday of the month. Every last Sunday of the month, we do a budget workshop. So this is a live budgeting session. We sit down and we create the budget for the coming month. So this Sunday, we'll be creating the budget for the month of October. So that is at 8 p.m. usually. The private group, if you want to come into that, let me know. I'll invite you. So you can join in and we'll do it together and start October right. Start the budget ready to go and making it work for you. So let me know if you want to be added onto that. It's completely free, nothing to lose. All right, that's it now. Stop yapping on. Look after yourselves and I'll speak to you soon.